weekly sit-down with local agricultural leaders and businesses. This is Tailgate Conversations. Presented by Pinnaker Chevrolet. We're here in Cassville, Missouri at Superior Metals, a business that started with a friendship, an idea, and grew into a local business servicing rural Missouri.
Years ago, I was working on a job site, helping a friend of mine build a muffler shop, and we got in contact with John to pour concrete for the project and stuff. That's kind of how we first met. Basically, we started off small. It was just basically John and me. We would fabricate a building, load on a truck, go out, put it up, go back, and do it all over again. It was just two of us, and then we've just slowly grown since then.
So I know that you guys have spent a lifetime working in manufacturing. John, how did you get started in the industry?
Well, I started pouring concrete when I was about 15. I went to work for a man named Gary Poe. I was dating his daughter. And he taught me an awesome trade. It's kept me in work my entire life and just progressed from there.
And Randy, how did you get started?
Yeah, I used to travel all over the U.S. Building gas station canopies, and that was really hard because I was away from my wife and my 3 kids. So John and me, we'd met on a job site, years ago, and then John kind of approached me and said, "Hey, you're ready to get off the road, I know, and I got an idea of starting a metal sales here in Southwest Missouri." So that's kind of how it progressed.
Both family men, you wanted to be home more, and that means a lot to your local community, bringing jobs in and reliable manufacturing to the industry. Now, I know you started small, so take me through the very beginnings of Superior Metal.
Basically, it was just John and me. We started off just us two, and we'd fabricate a building out in our shop and load it on a truck and go out and install it and come back and just do it again until as we grew, then we started hired a welder and got into AutoCAD and all the different parts of it.
So, at the very beginning, you started out small. Give me some examples of what those projects looked like and how you found your ideal customer.
Basically, a lot of it was word of mouth with John. He had already been building buildings and doing this type of work, so a lot of people already knew John, so that was a big help right there. And other than that, just word of mouth from there just kept growing.
Well, we're here in your showroom, and we're surrounded by products that you sell. Kind of take us through what services Superior Metal provides and how you customize that to meet each customer's individual needs.
Basically, we can design a building to meet anybody's needs. We do our own in-house, on AutoCAD, design the buildings. We can do houses, garages, shop buildings, ag buildings. We do commercial buildings, factories, a little bit of anything. You mentioned AutoCAD. Now, I've heard that before, but take us through what that program does and how that kind of customizes the projects. John?
Well, it's just a good way a customer we can draw up a complete plan, and then they can okay it before we move on to fabrication, and it also makes our blueprints for our fabricator and blueprints for the people installing the building, whether it's us or a contractor.
Whether on the showroom floor, behind the computer, or in the shop, the team at Superior Metal specializes in agricultural structures.
Riding arenas, hay barns, implement sheds. We can free span up to 150 foot wide, and basically that way it's all open, plenty of storage, great for riding arenas. Another thing that's nice about steel is we can do lean-tos coming off of them, design them however anybody wants. So they can do hay in one part, and you can do a lean-to coming off of the building. We can cantilever out 12 feet, and they can park tractors or anything underneath that end of it. You mentioned steel. Now, I know that you are sourcing 100% American steel. What does that mean? Well, basically, all of our beams that come into our shop, from the mills, they have to be American steel. That's just on our specs. So, yep, that's something we're proud of. And I know that maybe one of the most unique projects you guys get to work on is still homes.
Yeah, it's the most unique and most challenging. There's building homes or everybody's wants something different, obviously, and that's where the CAD work goes into process, drawing up all the prints and stuff for the customer, and they can okay it before we, start fabrication.
Just as John said, there is a lot of fabrication that goes into a steel structure. We head back into the showroom to see those customization options.
So once the interior of the building and the structure is completed, there's lots of customization on the exterior of the building. Take me through some of these color options, because I know that would be the first thing I would want picked out.
All of our colors have a lifetime paint warranty, and we have a lot of different profiles. This lower profile here, this is our high rib commercial 26 gauge. This is what's used on all of our steel buildings, the red iron buildings, basically. The upper one's 29 gauge. It's also it's a low rib panel. It's also available in 26 gauge. That's more for house roofs, pole barns, stuff like that.
So beyond color and the rib patterns, there's other customization customers can choose between, correct?
Yeah, here's some examples over here. Basically, here's the high rib, the low rib. This panel here is called Horizon Lock. It is a concealed fastener. There's no exposed fasteners, which is what's nice. Put it on house roofs with a solid substrate. Then another thing you can do, this panel here is called reverse rolled. So you can actually run it through the roll former with the color on the back side of the panel. And it makes for a nice different look for customers. They can do that on the inside of the building to protect their insulation.
You guys are a local business, but you have a big footprint. You are, projects over state lines all the way up to St. Louis. So tell me what it means to be a local business and to, bring jobs here to Southwest Missouri.
Yeah, we can deliver buildings about anywhere. We go to Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, or up towards St. Louis, but we are pretty happy to be able to work right here in Southwest Missouri, right here in our own county, in Berry County.